I am Lakshmi Prasanna, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Welcome to the lecture session of Image Processing. In this session, we will discuss about sharpening frequency domain filters. So, in this sharpening frequency domain filters, we are going to cover different classifications of filters like ideal low pass filter, high pass filter, and Butterworth high pass filter and Gaussian high pass filter. So these are the three classifications of filters that comes under sharpening frequency domain filters. Now, so in the previous session, we have covered about different types of filters. So as we know, the classifications of types of filters, one is spatial domain filters and frequency domain filters. So the spatial domain filters we have covered in the previous sessions, that is spatial domain filters like linear filters and non-linear filters. So in the same way, spatial domain filters can also be classified as smoothing and sharpening filters. So under smoothing, we have discussed about different linear and non-linear filters, and under sharpening we have discussed different types of filters like Laplacian and Gaussian. Now coming to the frequency domain filters are also having two classifications. One is spatial filter and another one is sharpening filter. That is a smoothing filter under frequency domain and sharpening filter under frequency domain. So again, we should know what is the basic difference between these smoothing filters and sharpening filters. We have already discussed in the previous session. So smoothing filters are used for blurring the images, and it is used to reduce the noise that are present in the images. Sharpening filters are used to extract fine details that are present in the images, and both are used for image enhancement under frequency domain. So under this smoothing filter, so the smoothing filter will operate similar to low pass filter. That means it is going to allow all the low frequencies and it is going to attenuate all other high frequencies. So based on this concept, the smoothing filters are again classified into three types. One is ideal low pass filter, and second one Butterworth low pass filter, and the third one is Gaussian low pass filter. So we have discussed about the transfer function of all these three types of low pass filters in the previous session. Now coming to sharpening filters, we are going to discuss in today's session in detail. Coming to this sharpening filters, so the operation of sharpening filters is very similar to high pass filter. So the function of high pass filter is it is going to attenuate the low frequencies and it is going to pass the higher frequencies. So based on this concept, the sharpening filters are again classified into three types of high pass filters. One is ideal high pass filter, and second one is Butterworth high pass filter, and the third Gaussian high pass filter. So in today's session, we will discuss in detail about this ideal high pass filter, Butterworth high pass filter and Gaussian high pass filter and their filter transfer functions. Now, so sharpening filters are used to extract fine details that are present in the images. And coming to the classification, it is classified into ideal high pass filter, Butterworth high pass filter and Gaussian high pass filter. So these three filters just differs based on their transition. So in the ideal high pass filter, we will have a sharp transition, whereas in the Gaussian, we cannot have a sharp transition. But here the Butterworth filter, high pass filter, it operates in between ideal high pass filter and Gaussian high pass filter. Now, so we have discussed about smoothing filters in the smoothing filters under frequency domain in the previous session. Now, in order to discuss high pass filter under sharpening filters, it is exact opposite operation of low pass filter. So, high pass filter performs just reverse operation of the low pass filter. So, while learning about these three high pass filters, we will compare with respect to low pass filter and we are going to learn. Because the operation of high pass filter is the reverse operation of low pass filter. Already we have studied about low pass filter in the previous session. Now, in the spatial domain, the operation will be done directly on the pixel, whereas in the frequency domain, the operation cannot be performed directly on the pixel. So, what we have to do in order to make the operation means, first we have to consider the input image f of x comma y. After that, pre-processing need to be done, and then for the output image, after pre-processing, we have to apply Fourier transform. The output of Fourier transform block will be f of u comma v, and then for this Fourier transform function, we have to apply filter function. So the output of the filter function will be product of the Fourier transform and filter function, that is f of u comma v and h of u comma v. Next, to this we have to apply inverse Fourier transform in order to get back the original image. Next, we need to apply post processing because here pre-processing is done. After that, the image what we are getting will be in the original form, which we can call it as the enhanced image. So considering this entire process, here as we are talking about sharpening frequency domain filters, so this is the filter part where we have to concentrate. Now consider the filter transfer function is h of u comma v. So what about this u comma v means? U will be ranging from 0, 1, 2, so on up to p minus 1, and v will be ranging from 0, 1, 2, so on up to q minus 1. So what is this p and q means? So here the image what we have given, original image, it will be in the size of m by n. After performing this pre-processing, that is padding, then the size of the image will be modified. So the size of the image will be changed from m by n to p by q. So here u is from 0 to p minus 1 and v is from 0 to q minus 1. So here the high pass filter transfer function can be obtained by using the transfer function of low pass filter. So as we have learned, the operation of high pass filter is exactly the reverse operation of low pass filter. Now considering the transfer function of low pass filter, we will write the transfer function of high pass filter. So h of u comma v. So here we can see hp is represented. It means it is the transfer function of high pass filter is equal to 1 minus h lp of u comma v. So what is this lp means? Low pass filter. So the transfer function of high pass filter is equal to 1 minus the transfer function of low pass filter. So we have written the transfer function of high pass filter in terms of low pass filter. So here h lp of u comma v is the transfer function of the corresponding low pass filter, and hp of u comma v is the transfer function of high pass filter, selected high pass filter. Now, coming to different types of filters under sharpening frequency domain filters. The first type of filter is ideal high pass filter. So we will be discussing about each classification of high pass filter under the sharpening frequency domain filters in detail. So in that, the first type is ideal high pass filter. So the function of this high pass filter is it is going to allow all the high frequencies and it is going to block all the low frequencies. So it passes only high frequency components and attenuate all low frequency components. So the transfer function of high pass filter, when we consider a two-dimensional image, then we can write the transfer function of high pass filter as h of u comma v. So this is the transfer function of high pass filter is equal to 0 when d of u comma v is less than or equal to d naught. So what is this d naught here? D naught is the cutoff frequency, and here d of u comma v is the distance from the point u comma v to the center of the frequency rectangle. If we consider the center, then the values of this u and v will be, as u and v is ranging from 0 to p minus 1 and v is from 0 to q minus 1. As we are going to consider the center here, center frequency, then the value of this u and v will be p by 2 and q by 2. Here, h of u comma v is equal to 0 if d of u comma v is less than or equal to d naught. That means here for all the lower frequencies, there will be 0. All the lower frequencies will be attenuated, blocked. And it will be 1 when d of u comma v is greater than d naught. D naught is the cutoff frequency. So after the cutoff frequency, whatever the frequencies that are available are called higher frequencies. All that higher frequencies will be passed. So 1 means they will be passed. So this is the transfer function of ideal high pass filter. So as it is ideal, we will have either 0 or 1. So we will have a sharp cutoff transition for ideal high pass filter. Now, coming to the representation here, we can see this is the perspective plot of an ideal high pass filter transfer function. So if we compare this figure with ideal low pass filter, we can see this part, whatever here we are seeing at the bottom, it will be existing on the top for low pass filter. For high pass filter, it will be on the bottom. So high pass filter operation is exactly reverse operation of low pass filter. So here u and v are the two variables. So h of u comma v is the filter transfer function. So here you can see the frequencies whatever are available here according to the filter transfer function, that is according to the high pass filter transfer function. The frequencies that are available in this range, they are called lower frequencies. So all these lower frequencies will be blocked. And the frequencies that can be seen in this area here, so whatever the frequencies that are available here, they are all higher frequencies. So based on the transfer function of ideal high pass filter, all these higher frequencies will be passed. And coming to the filter displayed as an image, here we can see a circle represented, and here inside the circle we can see some frequencies are available. So all these frequencies are called lower frequencies. So according to the high pass filter transfer function, all these lower frequencies, that is frequencies that are there in this circle, all that lower frequencies will be blocked, and the higher frequencies will be available in this area. So all that higher frequencies will be passed. And here, as it is ideal high pass filter, you can observe the circle here. It is very clean and neat. There is no noise available. So it is having a sharp transition. And here, coming to the filter radial cross section, we can observe this is D of u comma v and this is h of u comma v, which is the filter transfer function, and this is center of the rectangle distance. And here this is the origin, and here we can observe D naught. It is the cutoff frequency. So the frequencies that are available below the cutoff frequency are called lower frequencies. All these lower frequencies will be blocked. So that is why here there are no frequencies. So the value of frequencies that are below D naught are 0, and the frequencies that are above D naught cutoff frequency, they are considered as higher frequencies, and all these higher frequencies will be passed because it is high pass filter. That means here after cutoff frequency, the other frequencies are called higher frequencies, which is represented as 1. So this is what we have represented in the ideal high pass filter transfer function. So the frequencies that are below D naught are represented as 0. The frequencies that are above D naught are represented as 1. If we consider low pass filter, it is exactly reverse operation. And the second classification of sharpening frequency domain filters, second classification, is Butterworth high pass filter. So here, this Butterworth high pass filter is dependent on the order of the filter. So here, order of the filter is represented as N. So with the cutoff frequency at the distance D naught from the origin. Here, the transfer function of this Butterworth high pass filter is given as h of u comma v is equal to 1 by 1 plus d naught by d of u comma v whole power 2n. So here d naught represents the cutoff frequency and it is a non-negative value. That means it is a positive value which is constant. And here d of u comma v is the distance from the point u comma v to the center of the frequency rectangle. Here we can observe there is n. Here this n represents the order of the filter. That is the order of Butterworth filter. So the order of the filter may be 1, 2, 3, so on. That means here the order of the filter may be lower order or the order of the filter may be higher order. So based on the order of the filter, the transition of this high pass filter will be tending towards ideal high pass filter or it tends towards Gaussian high pass filter. It is dependent on the order of the filter n. So for example, if we consider the order of the filter is high, that means if the n value is high, then the transition will be approaching towards ideal high pass filter. In another case, if this order of the filter n is lower order, the transition of the filter will be approaching towards Gaussian high pass filter. So this Butterworth high pass filter is based on the order of n, and this is the transfer function for Butterworth high pass filter. Now, so coming to the perspective plot of a Butterworth high pass filter transfer function. So we can observe in the low pass, ideal low pass filter, we have a sharp transition here. So in the ideal high pass filter, we can observe a sharp transition like this. Okay. So, but here we cannot have a sharp transition. So we can observe the same thing we will get here. And the frequencies that are available at this area, all these frequencies are called lower frequencies. So as it is a Butterworth high pass filter, all the lower frequencies that are in this range will be blocked. And here we can observe there are another range of frequencies. At this area, we have another range of frequencies. So all these frequencies are higher frequencies. So according to the high pass filter transfer function, all these higher frequencies will be passed. Coming to the filter displayed as an image, we can observe here a small circle is present. So in the ideal high pass filter, we had a sharp transition, that is sharp circle is present. There is no other frequencies like this. So sharply it is available. But here we can observe there are other frequencies available along with the lower frequencies across the circle. So here the frequencies that are available here, that is around the circle and inside the circle, all these frequencies are called lower frequencies. So those frequencies will be blocked, and the frequencies that are present outside the circle, all these are the frequencies that are present outside the circle. So they are called higher frequencies. All that higher frequencies will be passed. Now coming to the filter radial cross section of orders. So as we have seen, according to the Butterworth high pass filter transfer function, we have a variable n. So n represents the order of the filter. So based on the order n, the filter transition will be changing. It may tend towards the ideal high pass filter, or it may tend towards the Gaussian high pass filter. So it depends on the order n. So here we can observe this is the transfer function of high pass filter. So here it is 1. That means the frequencies, this is considered as D0 cutoff frequency. So all these are the lower frequencies. These are the lower frequencies. They will be blocked. And after this D0, these are the higher frequencies. These higher frequencies will be passed. So we can have here a curve. Okay, the shape of the curve may slightly vary if we change a value n in the transfer function of Butterworth high pass filter. Now coming to the third classification under sharpening frequency domain filters. So the third classification is Gaussian high pass filters. So in this Gaussian high pass filter, it is dependent on a value D0. So the transfer function of Gaussian high pass filter for a two-dimensional image can be represented as h of u comma v. So h of u comma v is equal to 1 minus e power minus d square u comma v by 2 d0 square. So here d0 represents the cutoff frequency. It is a positive value. And d of u comma v represents the distance from a point u comma v at the center of the frequency rectangle. So here, if we compare the filter transfer function of Gaussian high pass filter with Gaussian low pass filter, it will be similar, but here we will have 1 minus. There we will not have this 1 minus. That is, in the Gaussian low pass filter, we will not have 1 minus. We will have only e power minus d square of u comma v by 2 d naught square. But here, as we have seen, the filter transfer function, that is high pass filter transfer function, can be represented in terms of filter transfer function of low pass. That is, h of u comma v of high pass is equal to 1 minus h of u comma v of low pass. So according to that formula, this is completely the transfer function of low pass filter, that is Gaussian low pass filter. And in order to represent the Gaussian high pass filter of h of u comma v, we made it as 1 minus the Gaussian low pass filter of h of u comma v. So this is written in terms of h u comma v minus h of 1 minus h of u comma v. Now, so coming to the perspective plot of Gaussian high pass filter transfer function. So here we can observe this is the plot. So it will be somewhat different compared to the Butterworth high pass filter. So if we observe, these are one range of frequencies. So all these are the lower frequencies. So these frequencies will be blocked, and the frequencies that are available in this area, so these frequencies are having another range. They are called higher frequencies. So all these frequencies will be passed. Now, coming to the filter displayed as an image, here we can observe a small circle. So compared to the Butterworth high pass filter, here across the circle we have more number of some other frequencies. So all these frequencies comes under lower frequencies across this circle and inside the circle. All these frequencies will be, low frequencies will be blocked, and the frequencies that are available at this area, they are called higher frequencies. So all that frequencies, higher frequencies will be passed. And this is the filter radial cross section for various values of D naught. So as we have discussed in Butterworth high pass filter, it depends on the order of the filter N. In the same way, here Gaussian high pass filter transfer function will depend on the value of D naught. So D naught value we are going to change like 10, 20, 30 like that. So based on the value of D naught, we are going to get the value in the transfer function. So this is the graph we can observe, D of u comma v versus h of u comma v. And here we will have the transfer function of high pass filter. And here this is D naught, what we call as a cutoff frequency. So the frequencies that are below the cutoff frequencies are called lower frequencies. So all these lower frequencies will be blocked, and after that the frequencies that are available after the cutoff frequency are called higher frequencies. All these higher frequencies will be passed. Okay. So these are the three classification in sharpening frequency domain filters. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.